Look, as someone who has gone through multiple canceled cycles already,
Sure.
I'm on my third.
I'm on my
fourth
eighth.
one. You're on your eighth? I think I'm on my third.
Okay.
Vlad is over. That's it. He's done his career. You know, no one's going to come interview with him anymore. Blah, 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 blah.
Right.
I've always held on to this philosophy. Unless they kill you or put you in prison, y'all ain't canceling shit.
Right.
That's how I really feel.
Right.
Yes, you might have a downtime. You might have a time where you got to lay low and not be as outspoken or whatever. But as long as you keep putting out quality material,
right,
people are going to forget about it next week.
Correct.
The people who didn't like you will still not like you. They'll have an extra piece of ammo not to like you. Oh, well, there's also this, and this is why I really don't like him. Whatever.
Right.
It doesn't matter. You keep putting out material. You know, like you look at the 50 and Ja Rule beef. 50 managed to trick Ja Rule into thinking that all of his success, the way he sings on his songs, does girl songs, isn't what he should be doing.
Right.
So Ja Rule stopped doing it. He started doing songs like Clap Back and so forth.
And then he kind of just faded away.
Well, the reason why he became so popular, he stopped doing it, so he became less popular.
Baby.
Yeah, but people loved,
right.
Always on Time was his biggest song. It's a love song. Well, I mean, it's a song about creeping, but whatever. It's still a love song in its own way.
Right.
50 turned around and started doing the same thing. Started doing songs like 21 Questions. The stuff that he was making fun of Ja Rule for, 50 started doing himself and had huge success with it. If Ja Rule said, I don't give a shit about what this guy says, I'm going to go make another love song, and I'll go sell another platinum album.
Right.
And I may or may not address this, but I'm still going to not let this person take me off my pivot.
But you can't let him bother you, because at the end of the day, my biggest fear, so to speak, came true, that this joke stealing stuff is going to be so prolific for everybody that it's going to just become every comedian is going to get accused of stealing jokes. And that's pretty much what's happening right now. Every comedian is pretty much getting accused of this shit. And you know what it's actually doing? It's diminishing what we do. It's diminishing who we are as comedians. It's taking away the power, the beauty, the artistry of what we do. It's turning it into some really shitty, simplistic, oh, this guy can tell that joke. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
That's not how this works. It's taken me sometimes years to perfect not just the joke, but the joke that I tell before, the joke that I tell right after, the joke in betweens, like to make the arch, to bring this 45 minutes to 1.5 hours of a beautiful movie. It's not that simple, and I hate that it's gotten there, and I hate that now, because every comedian steals, now every comedian is a simple joke thief piece of shit, and it has demeaned the art of what we do, and that was my fear.
Yeah, I remember TK Kirkland, after our interview, the comedians who were regulars on my show, I brought up your situation, and what TK said was, people have borrowed his catchphrases like "Who raised you?" like Cat Williams did in a special. He said he doesn't care. He said taking a joke during a routine is not a big deal if you're a real comedian. It's only a problem if you do a whole entire set that someone else did. That's when it's really a problem. But as you're firing off joke after joke, a minute here, minute and a half here, who cares? Everyone does it to a certain degree.
Because we're influenced by each other.
Exactly. And it's for someone to make a big deal out of it is childish. And I felt the same way. Listen, people, like my style of interviewing from behind the camera and so forth, it's been used by many successful YouTube channels. Right. And I take it as a compliment. The only time I ever had a problem with it was when this guy named Art of Dialogue, Art.
Yes.
When he was doing it, and my problem with him was that his thumbnails used the exact same font, and he didn't put his logo on there.
Right.
So people confused his interviews with mine.
Correct.
Right? So I had, taken a few shots at him and so forth, but at one point we got on the phone, and I said, bro, like, I respect what you do. You're a great interviewer. You have great guests. You have guests that I wish I'd gotten. My only problem is the confusion. It's, and people have, people like academics have said, yeah, I've clicked on his stuff and whatever. And he goes, you're right, my bad. Moving forward, I'm going to put my logo up. Great. We're all good.
Easy.
We're all good. There's no beef.
Easy.
There's no you stole from me. Right?
Easy.
No, it was just like, I just didn't want the public to be confused. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And he understood that.
Yeah.
And he stopped doing it.
Right.
And we've been cool ever since.
Right.
But other than that, I didn't invent interviewing people from behind a camera. I didn't invent doing certain type of gangster interviews or whatever else. Like, I borrowed from like Don Diva and these gangster magazines and
We
so
all
forth.
come from somewhere.
We all borrow from something.
From somewhere.
I love 60 Minutes. I use their style when I try to figure out my line of questioning and so forth. We all borrow and and you should take it. I remember Too Short said it. He said, you should take it as a compliment. Whereas when you do fly shit and other people utilize it, you should take it as a compliment.
Yeah, you affected the world.
You've done something. People don't copy whack shit. People copy cool shit.
Right.
And that's how you should look at it and so forth. And I honestly think if Joe Rogan didn't become as big as he became, I almost think that whole situation where he ran on stage and so forth probably would have faded away. But he became a big entity in this space.
He also just got accused himself. So.
Oh, he got accused of stealing jokes?
Well, you don't know that?
No.
Pull it up.
I'm about to pull it up.
Oh, seriously? You didn't know about this? I'm sorry to the one to bring it up, bro, but.
Well, the way this is laid out is failed comedian Brendan Schaub takes credit for a line that sounds familiar. Is it Brendan Schaub?
Oh, Brendan Schaub. There it is. But yeah, he got accused of stealing.
Yeah, Joe
Schaub's
Rogan
jokes.
steals Brendan Schaub's joke.
There it is.
Yeah.
So this is what I didn't want. This is what, like, I thought. I don't want it to become this. You know what I mean? And so now I've had to tell people in my audiences sometimes.
This is the Netflix special.
Yes.
That's the way he did it.
The next special that he just did.
that he just did.
So
Okay.
point being, like, the policeman of this, right? Policeman got caught with hand in a cookie jar, if that's the case.
Wow.
And my point is that, like, whether what he did or didn't I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not getting involved in it. It's not my thing. But it's just like, this is what you started. This is what we started with all this bullshit.
What was the situation where you broke your TV? You said you saw a video of this. It was like a comedy show where someone had posted a video, and you said you got so mad you broke your TV.
Well, I've done that one a few times. So the ones recently were, so I've gotten this phone call 3 times. I can't say who they're from. But they were all producers who basically said, all the phone calls were basically this: I'm calling to apologize. I was a fan. I believed them. I'm sorry. I started doing research at one point. I couldn't find all the evidence supposedly that you did this. And I want you to know that at one point a few years ago, there was a TV pilot. 2 of them were TV pilots. One of them was a movie that the other producers wanted you to be a part of. And I made sure you were not a part of it. And I regret it. And I'm sorry. And I hope you forgive me. They didn't call with a part. They didn't call with, hey, but I wrote some shit for you. It was literally, and absolved me from how shitty I feel as a human being for treating you that way. And I did. Of course, I know what that pain is. I know what it's like to live with shit like that. So I said, yeah, man, you big of you to call, blah, 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 blah. As soon as we hung up, that phone was just up against the wall. 3 times, bro. Splattered everywhere. It's just that's all I can do, right? That's why if you ever in my house, bro, and I'm watching Real Madrid play soccer, just leave me the fuck alone, because that is where I purge all my emotions.
Oh.
Watching those games. I mean, we'll miss, they'll shoot a ball and miss it by whatever, and you will think that I lost my mother. You know what I mean? The way I act, you'll think, wow, he must have $1 billion on this game. It's just the one place where I can let all that emotion, that anger, that frustration, that thing, that joy, into a place, into a space and time. But yeah, that kind of stuff is like, man, it pissed me off. Like, and there's nothing I could do about it other than say something mean to them and tell them and make them feel more guilty about what they did. But what's the point of that? Like, seriously, what's the point of that? I now have the ability to either heal this person's wounds or help them heal, or stick in the knife a little more. Who am I? I'm not gonna stick you with a knife. I'm just not gonna do that. But I hated that it came to this, man. I hated that all this has come to this point where people are talking about, look, everybody's influenced by the world. That's the way it is, right? If that wasn't the case, we'd still be cavemen, because we wouldn't have been influenced by the first guy who created a wheel. We'd have been like, well, I don't want to do a wheel. Somebody else did that. No, that's not how it works. Somebody did a wheel, then somebody did this, and somebody levitated, and somebody did, you know what I mean? Then somebody said, hey, we could put a train and put, electrostatic. Oh, we could do, okay, you know what I mean? We could put magnetics. Oh, we could do like, there's always a way, and the only way to go forward beyond is to look back at what it was that we had. And so I just feel like people are being stuck on the wrong thing. Go and enjoy. Listen, it's like music, right? There's the immigrant song, right? There's Papa Roach, it's the same lick. And then there's Green Day, those are the same meters.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Dun, 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 dun. It's the same. One of them is dun, 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 the other one is dun, 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 dun. Same thing, right? Who's the first one who did it? I don't know. Which one was the right one? I don't know. I know all three songs. I like all three songs. That's it. Like, can you enjoy what you enjoy? And that's it. Can you, I hate Vlad. Then don't fucking listen.
Yeah.
But why do you want me to not listen to some shit? How arrogant, how fucking arrogant are these people that they feel that their opinion is so relevant and important that the rest of us, oh, you don't like that person? Well, I guess I don't either. And you don't like lilies? I guess I won't like lilies either. And you like penis? Well, I like vagina, but you know what? I'm gonna go suck a dick too. Fuck it, let's just do it. What are you talking about? This is stupid.
Yeah.
It's dumb. Let it go. If you don't like something, then go find. You know what it's like? It's like the people that come to my social media just to say stupid negative shit.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like, if you hate me, why are you here?
Yeah.
Why are you not somewhere
And a lot
nice?
of times they're following you as well.
But that's the weird.
Yeah.
Like, there's two houses. In one house, when I walk in, they berate me, they talk shit about me, they punch me in the face, pull my pants down, and shove a plunger in my ass. In the other one, I find joy, love, happiness, and acceptance. Why the fuck would I walk into the one where they're gonna do that to me?
Right.
That's what these people are doing. They're coming into an environment where all I have to do is tell my fans, did you see this shit? And they're all gonna go, fuck this guy. Like, why? It's only pain for you.